Hello everyone, and today I will be showing you guys how to install an SSH key onto your VPS or Linux operating system, wherever, so that you can access it remotely. So you will need to create an SSH key on the remote system, and after you're done with creating the key, you will have to send that key to a special directory called .ssh, and after you're done doing that, you will have to assign some permissions to the files so that the daemon SSHD can work with them. So after you're done with doing that, you'll have to download a public key to your computer, and only after downloading the specified public key you will be able to enter the remote machine without using a password or whatsoever. So guys, see you in the video and bye. And this is quite an easy process, as I've specified before. And so let's begin by creating the private key file. So you have to make sure that you are on your server, that you are logged in as the account that you wish to create the private key for. So I'm logged in as Toot. You can go ahead and start creating the SSH key. So to create the SSH key, you will need to specify a command that is SSH keygen, like this. And this will ask you for the file, for the directory in which you want to save the file. So you're not going to specify anything here. Hold on a second. You'll have to specify. You don't need to specify directory. Sorry about that. Windows confused me. So you will not need to specify directory. You just press enter, unless you know what you're doing. Okay. So you're going to press enter on this one. And this is going to create the directory if it doesn't exist. In this case, it will be a new account. The new account will have to create the directory, and then it is going to prompt you for a password. Here's the catch. So if you have a password, you'll still have to enter the password and log in. If you don't have a password for a private key, everyone can, if they get their hands on the file, everyone can log into your server without any additional security measures. So I recommend that you use a password. But in this case, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to use any password at all. So I'm just going to press enter and go through this whole process. So let's click enter again, and the system is going to generate the key for it to use. However, this key is not ready yet, so you have to specify some permissions for this. So the first command that you have to issue for this thing to work is that you'll have to have a specific permission for the SSH directory. So what we're going to do here is to type in chmod 700. There is a missing parameter here. chmod -r. This is recursive. Recursive means every single file and folder in that directory. So chmod recursive 700. And we're going to specify the .ssh directory. So this is going to be like this, and this is going to apply these permissions to the .ssh directory. So now, for this key to absolutely work, you have to tell the system that this key is trusted and that it should be used by users. So to do this, you will want to do the following. So you type in cat as an animal, cat, and then you want to specify the file name for your public key, which should be under .ssh, and id rsa.pub, and then you will want to add the greater than operator. In this case, this greater than operator means that we're going to pipe the output of this command to some other file. So in this case, this is going to be the file that we're wanting to use is going to be authorized key. So like this, authorized key, so that the system knows that this key is authorized to use. So this file is not going to have any this file is not going to have any extension. It's just authorized key. So once you're done with that, the command is not going to return anything besides the prompt. So we're going to clear out the window, and we will see that there is an authorized keys file. However, this file is not in the correct directory. So if you can see pwd, we're not in the correct directory. So we have to move this file somewhere else. In this case, it will be .ssh, and that's it. This file should go into .ssh, and there's nothing else we need to do. Oops, got it wrong for a second. So we're going to cp authorized case to .ssh, and that's it. So the next thing you have to do is to assign permissions for this file. So you have to do chmod 644 and .ssh authorized case. So this file has to have this permission for this thing to work. So the next thing you need to do is to grab your private key, which is under .ssh IDRSA, just IDRSA, and this big huge piece of text is your private key. So the first thing you will need to do is to copy this chunk of text and stick it in a file, in Notepad or whatever you're using for editing the file. So you're going to save this as a .key file. So you're going to save this as a .key. So we're going to specify private .key, and we're going to come here, save as, and we're going to select all types and click on save, and you're good to go. So this will be showing up here, and for the time being you can close your SSH session. So you just have to close it like this. I was in the root account, but you have to just type exit once, not twice in this case. And the next thing you'll have to do is you have to convert this private key. So PuTTY, my SSH client, will not read this key format. So what you will have to do is to open up a program called PuTTygen, and make sure that you have this installed. Don't use the portable version. And you are going to go into conversions, and we're going to click on import key. So after you're done with that, you are going to click the save private key button. So the system is going to warn you about a passphrase. So you have a second chance of specifying a passphrase for this private key. But again, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to enter a private key for this file. So I'm just going to click yes, and this is going to prompt me for a new location. So this is going to be private new. You can give it a name and some other name if you want to. So I'm just going to give it private new, and you're not going to mess with save as type. You're going to leave it like this. Don't change this type, please. Just leave it like this, and then select a directory. In this case, it is going to be desktop, and I'm going to click on save. And you can see that this program has generated an unusable version of the private key. You can delete your other file if you want to, and here is the new file that we're going to be using. This is the private key in the format that PuTTY can use. So the next thing you will need to do is to fire up PuTTY. So you'll be firing up PuTTY. So I will be connecting to my server, the server that I'm using to do the tutorial. So this is going to be beta survival infinity.ga. So this is where my website is hosted, guys. So this is just a server that I found to use a tutorial, in which to record a tutorial. So, and to access the account, you will need to go here. Under connection, you will have to go on SSH, and you will expand this category by pressing the plus button. After you're done, you're going to click on another category called auth. So you're going auth here, and you're going to press the plus button again to expand it. And you don't really need to expand it. You just have to press auth like this, and there is a field called private key file for authentication. Sorry about that. And you'll click on browse, and you're going to your desktop, to wherever you save the file, and you're going to choose the file that came out of that program that I just used. So you're going to click on open, and you're going to click on open again, and this is going to connect you to the remote host. So the account that I used is tut, so I'm going to do tut. And you can see that I just connected to my server, guys. So this is how you create an SSH key for use with your remote system. But once again, be warned, make sure that you create a password for the file, because if anyone comes to your computer and steals this file, they will be able to access your server without any additional security layers. So the system will just think that it's you. So be careful about this. So since I'm done with using this terminal, I can just close it by pressing Ctrl+T. And guys, this was the first tutorial of many about Unix, and I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and see you the next time. So guys, I hope you liked this video. Sorry if my English was stuttery or something, because I'm like that when I'm under stress by a video. So yeah guys, again, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope I teach you something useful. And as I said, this is the first out of many Unix tutorials. I will be releasing some more in the next week and days. So make sure to like and subscribe. This really helps me move forward with my content. I hope you guys understand that. So yeah, again, thank you for watching and see you next time.